Hello, this is Lisa Russick
And Donna Murphy.
with the
And Jana
podcast girls.
agrees. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
she's supposed to. She did it like you were supposed to. No
Jumped
guest
right
ever
in.
do it. We've only had one other guest jump in,
Yeah.
and you were the second one. That's Jana. Listeners and watchers, this is a video on Spotify and YouTube. And this is beautiful golden Jana. She has sister golden hair surprise. And she is so golden. I just think she is I don't know, when she came on, listeners. Anyway, we have a question for you, Jana, right away. Donna, would you
Awesome.
like to ask her the question?
Yes, I would like to ask the question. And the question is that we ask every single guest on the show, Jana, do you think we're all psychic?
Yeah, of course we are.
Of course. Of
Of
course.
course we are.
Why did you
Yeah.
think that? Why do you think that?
Oh my God. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. I was driving yesterday. From an appointment, I was quite exhausted, and something came to me. And it said, "You're gonna have a massive car crash." And I was like, "No, I won't." Guess what happened? 3 seconds later. 3 seconds later.
How bad was it? Was it a fender
I
bender?
escaped it. I'm an excellent driver.
Oh, you saw it coming.
Yeah.
We were going to
You
crash and I
changed your
escaped it.
future. You
Yeah.
changed your future by looking ahead.
Yes,
Yeah.
by looking ahead.
Wow, listeners, that is just amazing to me. I love that.
Yeah.
I
So
wouldn't
this
have been
is
able
where
to
being
figure that
psychic
out
and
in 3 seconds.
manifesting comes together.
So,
Mhm.
yes, listeners, that's what we're here for. We're going to be talking about her take on manifesting, and she's got a lot of brilliant things to teach us and tell us about it. So, where do you want to start?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I just want to say you will not, I feel very confident saying this, you will not meet another manifestation, whatever you want to call it, teacher, coach, guide than Yana Green. Different
Right.
than everybody else out there, in my opinion, better than anybody else out there. And I know I'm saying a lot when I say that. But yeah, you're going to hear and get some information that I think is going to be a real revelation, particularly if you've ever tried manifesting and not had it work or only had like a little hiccup and then sat there going, but I did like everything I was supposed to do. And why isn't this working for me? And I think this
I'm
is
so
gonna shift.
excited about this because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
usually what happens for me. Not always, or I get like I didn't get specific enough.
Mhm.
And then any of the little details come in that are kind of sucky. Yeah.
Oh, I could talk about that. I could talk about that.
Yeah,
Not
do.
being specific enough. Can I?
Yeah,
This is
You do
fun.
whatever
This is
you
a
want.
fun
You're the
story.
guest. You are
So I'm
the
talking to a
yes.
client and she wants love of her life, right? And I say, I have a book about that, which I can show you later,
yeah.
Mhm.
and which is fantastic. Um, and I say, you need to write a list of 300 things you want in your partner. Doesn't put socks on the floor, washes the dishes,
Isn't an alcoholic and blacks out
makes
every
me
night.
pancakes on Sunday.
Makes
And
me
she wrote
pancakes.
all
Yeah.
300 things. Guess what?
Yeah.
She met him. So next session was I met him. But unfortunately, it's not working out in the bed. He's too small. And I was like, did you put it on the list? No. There you go. There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
what you don't put on the list, what you don't ask for, you may not get. So be
And I've
very
heard to always
careful.
keep it positive. Is that right too? Like everything you ask for to keep it like positive things, not like don't let this happen, but always keep it
Yeah,
positive
yeah,
wording
yeah.
or something. Is
But
that
I'm
right?
sort of allergic to the word positive. People
Or
think
like
they
not
start
like
being
not using
positive.
like don't do this, but do this or something like, like action words in a
Yeah, yeah. It
yeah.
has to be in present tense and it has to be always positive in that meaning, yes,
That's what I
because
meant.
That way, not
brain
saying
and
what I don't
universe,
want. Yeah.
Yeah.
brain and universe, which is the same thing. Wow.
Mhm.
Your universe exists only in your brain, nowhere else. So it's the same thing. So they do not have the ability to negate. They don't understand, don't know.
Mhm.
So
Right.
if you say, I'm not ugly, all it hears is, I'm ugly. And it's like, okay, I'm your best VA, I'm your best PA. You want to be ugly, got it. There's like, what the fuck happened? Why do I have this on my face? I wanted to be not ugly and look at me. Well, yeah, because you said ugly. You didn't say
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah, does it make sense?
Yeah, it's a different
Makes
kind.
total
It's
sense.
positive. Yeah,
Context.
Yeah, it's positive, but it's not a question of, oh, I'm Pollyanna and everything is sunshine
Not
and
like
rainbows.
that
It's
kind of
not
positive.
that.
Yeah.
It's just, it's stated as a positive. This is what I want. This is what I am.
Yeah.
Not, this is what I don't want. This is what I'm not.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. I am beautiful. I am thin. I am super gorgeous, loved by everyone. Everyone adores me. Everyone, blah, 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 blah. And that's it. Yeah. And also,
Yeah.
you need to realize one thing, that universe and brain do not have sense of humor. So
That is
when
so true. Well, I think that the universe has a sense of humor sometimes.
but it wants to annoy you, maybe.
Ironic one, a very ironic kind of
Because
bitch
yeah.
one.
Because when you say, huh, I don't look 70, do I? It thinks that you're serious and it will make you older. You cannot afford to be funny because it is, you need to
When you're
imagine
manifesting.
Germans. You need to imagine Germans or Swiss people or Austrians. They take everything as it is. You say this and that's what it is. And this is how universe works. It's logical, it's not emotional. So you speak logically to universe, no emotions, you'll get everything. You start being emotional, it doesn't listen, it doesn't hear it, it doesn't
That's where
care.
I bet I go wrong, because I do put emotion. I get emotional when I get excited about what I'm thinking about getting or wanting, you know?
Well, it's a receiving portal. It's an order and receiving portal. I
Okay.
talk about like Macy's.com. You go to Macy's.com, like I have a meeting on Friday, I need to get some new dress. And you go on Macy's.com, it's like, this dress, which color? Blue. Which size? I don't know. 36 in Europe. When do you want delivery? 3 and 5 days or next day? You push a button. Now pay. Now, thank you. You will receive in such and such a time. Goodbye. And universe is exactly the same way. They didn't ask you, do you think that blue is good for you? And would your mommy approve? And do you think it's going to be washable if you stain it? And are you sure about the size? Don't you think you should lose weight? Are you happy with it? What would your husband say? And then, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't care. And it's like, do you have a trauma from childhood? Are you sure this is the best length of a dress? It doesn't care. It says, order here, 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 and get out. Because I have 500,000 people who need the same thing. I don't have time for you.
Not to mention the aliens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They manifest.
Well, and you know what I think is really interesting about that is the idea, I think that one thing that I'm hearing a lot about, and I'm not saying that healing does not have an important place in people's lives, because we almost all have something that we are working to heal or healing in the process of healing. But you don't have to be healed or at a certain level to manifest. It's not like the universe is not waiting for you to like hit a certain level before you get anything.
When you think about when you're a kid, if you want something, you don't think about, I don't want this, I don't want that. It's like, I want that little toy mouse. I want that toy mouse. I want that toy mouse. I want that toy mouse. I want that. It's all you think about. And your mom will come home. You told her maybe, and she said no.
Yeah.
But then like
You're
2 days
the
later, she
best.
comes home with that toy mouse, But when I was a kid, I wouldn't think that was manifesting.
You were master manifestors when you were born.
Yeah.
Because you did. Many people came running and they started doing everything for you. And you were like, right? And you got everything.
You got everything you needed. Yeah.
And
you
they
got everything you needed and wanted.
Why can't I cry now and that happened?
Yeah. They fed you and they cuddled you and they walked with you and they rocked you and they told you fairy tales and they did all sorts of shit just to keep you quiet and happy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, pacified.
You were a boss of all adults when you were 2 days old, 2 months old, 2 years old.
That's very
Know
empowering.
how to manifest. You know how to manifest. You were born like that. And then, of course, they started telling you all sorts of things like you can do that and you shouldn't do this and
yeah.
And of course, now you are semi-broken because you don't know if you're coming or going, and you have
Or why?
anxiety and depression, and you don't trust yourself, and what would mommy say, and what would government say, and what would that person say? You're not yourself. And the
Yeah.
whole thing is be yourself, be authentic.
Yes. You're going to be
Be
happier that
authentic.
way if you can.
Yeah.
It's
Which
hard
is,
it is hard to get that self-consciousness away, but I think when I hit like 40, when I hit 40, it just kind of, the self-consciousness just kind of went away. It's hard to explain. I was very self-conscious all my life. In my 30s, I was not as, but by the time I hit 40, I didn't care what anyone thought anymore.
Mhm.
And then now, a little bit I care. It's starting to come back a little bit about caring what people think, but not in a social context way. But the people I know and care about, I want to know, like, they care about me. That's kind of what I mean.
Mhm.
Whereas in the past, it was just like, it
no.
was all about me in
Yeah.
my heart. And I want to connect with people now, but I was always so close. I keep myself very closed off from people most of the time because when I get close to people, they hurt me mostly. So I don't really want to get in close relationships with anyone, friends or boyfriends or anything, husbands,
Yeah.
And when I'm not a very successful manifester. I've been able to manifest some things, and I've always kept it very positive, but I've always had the things I left out. I never put all the right details in, and I always got screwed in the end. So I just quit
It's not
manifesting
just that. No,
because
no,
I'm
it's
not
not
doing it
just
right.
that. It's
Yeah.
not just that. And everyone's a great manifester because you manifest your every breath, your every heartbeat. Universe can switch you off any second they want, and you're still here. So you're keep manifesting your life.
I
There's
like
no
that.
better and bigger proof that manifesting works than this, because these are unconscious things. Your heart, your
They're
pumping
autonomic.
blood,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
manifesting that. When you stop wanting it, you die. We die because we don't subconsciously don't want to be around anymore.
I've had so many people share that with me, that the experience that maybe with a loved one, like a parent or whatever, that there was a point where maybe because of a long illness or because of advanced age or whatever it might be, the particulars, that they just got to a point where the person even said, I'm ready and I'm done. I
Yeah.
made my peace with it, and I'm actually, it is almost an active thing. I mean, I'm not saying they're doing anything to take their own lives. That's not what I'm implying, but it's just the idea that I've made a
You
decision
kind of
that
made a pact
this
with
is,
Yeah.
God,
yeah, it's like I'm ready, and this is my ending point. I'm
Yes,
choosing this as
exactly.
my
It's a
ending point.
decision. That's what it
Mhm.
is.
It feels like that to me too.
It's
Unless
always a
someone just takes your
decision.
life. I mean, I think there are people who can take your life and you have no choice over that. They have, like murderers, you know?
That's okay.
Yeah.
That then we're getting into like a different thing, because that's someone else acting
Someone else is
upon you.
manifesting.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
someone
no,
else's.
no,
Yeah,
no, no, no,
they're
no, 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 no. You're manifesting it for yourself
For someone to kill me, I'd be manifesting that. Ooh.
because you have ultimate say about what happens in your life. And it either happens through you signed a contract before you appeared that this is the experience you want to have, or you're such a catastrophic type. You're always afraid, you're scared that something's going to happen to you, or your parents are scared something's going to happen to you, that you actually walk into it
Yeah.
through victimhood.
well,
Yeah.
and the idea of a karmic contract, that you sign up for certain things, whether you know in this lifetime why you would do that or not. Um, I think that, because I've known, yeah, I mean, I know people who've been, I will say, who have had um violence perpetrated on them. And from my perspective, I don't understand it. I mean, what I'm saying is, I think, well, gee, I mean, all kind of the
Yeah.
logical things. It's not like
It's
logically they put themselves in danger. I mean, purposely put themselves in
no, no,
danger.
no.
But somewhere there's
You're
for lack of a better word, a contract, an agreement that a certain experience is gonna happen in their life.
So that
I
could
have a
be that, but
question.
it could also be your belief system. It could be that you're
Mm.
someone who's totally scared and you bring it up on yourself because fears manifest actually faster than positive things.
I think they're about the same rate. But I was going to ask you, Jana, what you're describing as manifestation, it's almost like I'm the only person in the universe. For is
Yes,
kind of
of course
what
you
you're
are.
explaining, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to brain that. I'm trying to conceptualize
Okay,
that,
so
So
by
fill me
quantum
in.
physics, you are the only alive person in your reality, and everyone else is a hologram or projection. So in my reality, out of the three of us, I'm the only alive person, and you two are holograms. No offense meant, okay, but that's quantum physics.
Okay,
In
I'm gonna make
Jona's
myself go blue
reality,
right
she's
now.
the only one who exists, and you, Lisa, and I are holograms, which means a very interesting idea. And this is how I teach manifesting. At every point, and this will shock a lot of people, at every point, every second of your life, if you're the only alive person in your reality, you were always the center of the universe. And
I
once
don't know
you
if I like
realize
that. I don't
that
want to
you're
be the
that
center of the
that you're
universe.
that
Not in the
important,
sense, this is, but it's,
Like in a
I
spiritual
understand what
sense.
you're saying. That's not in the ego sense.
It's a spiritual sense. Yeah, we are
It's
all
the spiritual.
our
Yeah,
own.
you're not walking around in your ego saying, well, I'm the center of the universe.
No, no.
No, it's not that. It's not ego. It's not what goes
it
on.
has to do with
Yeah.
you're that powerful. You need
Mhm.
to take from that you're that powerful.
Like a spiritual power.
Yeah. Well,
Willpower.
spiritual. Yeah, real power.
Willpower,
Um,
yeah.
and this is how it works. When you have that amount of empowerment, that amount of self-confidence, manifesting is a matter of seconds. Because
Mhm.
manifesting really
How do you
is
get to that place, do you think? How do people build that mentality or get to that place where they're that comfortable with
trust
themselves?
yourself. I'm that good.
It's hard. How do we
I
trust
can.
ourselves? Like, how do we get there?
You
It's a
need
hard
to work
thing.
on
I know
that.
that's a hard question. But are there like things you can recommend to people to like try to get trusting? I didn't trust myself for a long time when I was younger. But now I do. But I would love to hear. I mean, I can't remember how that changed, except I took actions that led to positive things and changes in my life. And
You
then I
need
had
to
more
be
confidence.
conscious of your choices. So
Yes.
every time something good happens, you're like, I made that happen. I'm good.
Yeah.
Yes, I like
This is
that.
Yeah.
so
It's like,
cool.
yay, me, I
Wow.
did it.
Yeah. And every time something bad happens,
He
like,
loves me. I did it.
okay, I screwed this up, but how can I make it better next time? Because it will repeat, because I need to
Yes.
learn a lesson. How do I not screw it up next time?
Mhm.
And next time you screw it up little less, and next time you screw it up little less, and in half year you will not screw it up, and you're like, wow, I'm good. You
Yeah.
know what was the
Practice.
turning point for me?
What?
I had to I was talking to a psychic friend of mine, and she said, oh my God, and that was years ago, you're going to have a heart attack. It's upcoming. It's a matter of days, hours or days. And I was like, yeah, I'm very upset with my mother and my best friend. And it was on 30th of December. And I saw her on 31st of December. And I said, got rid of my mother forever, got rid of my friend forever. And she was a 60-year-old woman who was like, what? You did what? And you did it before the end of the year. Wow. I knew you were going to do it because you are that sort of, but in one day, wow. And I chose me.
Mhm.
No one's going to hurt me. No one's going to kill me. I chose me for the first time in my life. And I thought, you know what? I let go of them in 5 minutes flat, both of them, in the same day. That's not done. That's not normal. That's simply not done. And I
Hard.
did it. And I'm like, if I'm this good, if I can do this, what else can I do? And that
What else
was
have you done? I'm
turn. Oh my
curious.
God, you don't want to know.
I do want to know. It's just some things. Just give
We
us some
want to
taste.
know. We want to know.
Give us
Yeah.
some tastes of your
I
manifesting.
helped a client manifest $4.7 million in 10 days from nothing.
You tell how you did that.
I manifested someone I've never seen. I manifested their brain tumor away, breast tumor, and I reversed blindness, which was
No.
apparently by doctors impossible, physically impossible to reverse.
Hell yes, you did. That is amazing. That is just freaking fantastic.
And it's and I have people who've been with Bob
You have true
Proctor and
faith in yourself.
you
You have
know
utter faith in yourself.
Tony Robbins and
Mhm.
everyone, and they're like, yeah, I have partial results, but it's not working out for me. It's like, give me 3 to 30 seconds. I'm like, what? It's like 3 to 30 seconds. And they come to me and I tell them exactly what's wrong with them. And they're like, I've been doing this for 20, 30 years and no one ever told me. It's like, yeah, here you go. I have testimonial from someone who only watched my videos and wrote to me and said, I've been following Bob Proctor and I've been doing everything under the sun for 40 years. Haven't got anything. I watched your video and it appeared next day.
Wow. What is your channel on YouTube?
Jana Green, Jana Green. You can see it on the
We'll put it
screen.
in. Yeah, her name's on the
Yeah,
screen,
we'll
guys. And
make
we'll
sure
put a
that the
bunch of
links
stuff in the
are-
description. We'll get
Yeah.
there, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just so fascinated by this interview.
Yeah.
And this is
Donna,
like,
oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
and going back to healing, and this is important. Healing is not necessary if you have extreme self-confidence. It's not necessary. I mean, I'm talking like JR. Dallas,
Mhm.
JR.
But he got shot.
I
He
saw him.
manifested
But
getting
he
shot.
survived.
Yeah, he just survived. He manifested surviving.
Yes,
I
he
was so bullied throughout my childhood. I couldn't actually speak. I couldn't stand up for myself. I wasn't allowed to talk. So then I saw Dallas, and I saw him saying to the other guy who was after him, I always get what I want. Get used to it. And I was like, oh, that's me. That's me. That's me. I always get what I want. That's me.
Yes.
And yeah, and I started believing it then, and it happens. You simply always get what you want, but there's a little system to it, but it's the unwavering, extreme self-confidence, and you don't need anything else. You need to believe that you're the center of the universe, or in other words, you are universe, or in other words, you are God or source, and you are the boss of it, and you demand. Not rudely, not arrogantly, but you demand. And when you do that, they have to obey you. They have to obey you.
Who are they to you? Like the angels?
They, whatever you believe in. I call it upstairs or they. You know, it's source, God, universe, angels,
What is
guides,
it for you
ascended monsters,
personally?
source.
Source.
Yeah. I believe in the sparks and everything. So source. Yeah. And that's the only thing. You need to be equal with the source. If you're not, why would they respect you? Why would they respect you?
I never thought of source as something that would have something as basic of a human thing as respect to me. You know, like source doesn't seem like it would have an emotion or a
It's about how you
perspective like
perceive
that. It's hard to
yourself.
explain. I don't know.
How you perceive yourself is what you get back. If you perceive yourself as 50-50 partner of everyone, then you're going to get back respect. But if you perceive yourself, I'm this small and they're so huge and I mean nothing and I need to back, then it's not going to work out for you, because
Well,
we
they're not
don't.
going to like that either, even if they're
Yeah.
in their own universe.
Do you respect
You're not
people
being
who are
yourself.
doormat?
Well, you're not being yourself if you're shrinking yourself up because you're scared.
If you're minimizing yourself, then you are right. You're not actually being you.
Yeah.
And you need to be you, and you need to realize you're that important and that good.
Yes.
Not in aggressive and arrogant way. I do not tolerate that. But you're that powerful. You need to realize that. And when you realize it, everything changes. Every single thing changes. That's why, there's people who you need to do meditation for 1/2 hour. Then you need to journal it. Then you need to do affirmation and affirmation. Then you need to wear a yellow t-shirt. And then you should put salt in your shoes and blow cinnamon in your house. And as I like to say, you should dance naked on your left foot and holding a parrot in your left hand. And
Walking like a duck.
What the hell? None of that will work. None of that does work. All you need to do is red Mercedes. Oh my God, I'm hungry. What do I have for dinner? Gee, I don't know. Fish and chips? No, something.
It's very interesting. We have a guest that comes on regularly. Her name is Barbara With, and she says all her life she can manifest anything but money. And then she figured out that the reason they wouldn't let her manifest money, she said she thought the reason was because they wanted her to find out how to manifest things, not money. Like manifest what she needs instead of the money to get it.
It's not that limited. It's both. We don't do limits. If you do limits, it's going to work out against you. You are allowed money and you are allowed things. You can manifest both and see what happens first. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. And this is the problem.
So she believes that is kind of what you're saying, and that's why she
Well,
walks
if
that
she
way.
believes that, that's what she's gonna get.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I don't believe in limits.
Yeah. And I will say this, it's not a question of limitation, but I think it's an energetic thing. I mean, money really is essentially just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
It's just a piece of paper.
I'll manifest
The
gold.
only reason, I mean, but energetically, it's a symbol of an energy exchange.
Yes.
So the idea of I'm going to manifest money like I'm going to manifest a pile of paper, could you? Absolutely. But the bigger picture is we don't just want a pile of paper. I want what the money can do.
Right.
Because money is, again, that once that money is out there in
currency.
circulation, right? Once it's moving around, once it's in flow. Yeah, once it's flowing, that's when you actually get I'll say the benefit or the beauty
I've
and the
noticed.
energy. Instead of just
I just want to say something incredibly important, which hopefully will help a lot of people.
Mhm.
So I do money, business, relationships, and health.
Mhm.
I can tell you I have that experience this week as well. I can tell you that 90% of people who cannot manifest money, they don't have anything, there's nothing wrong with money. Do you know what's wrong with them? I don't deserve it. I'm not worth it.
That's how I feel
And
about money, and that's why I can't draw
most
it to me.
people, weirdly enough, were physically or sexually abused. And that's why they cannot manifest
I was
money.
mentally abused by my second husband, but never physically abused.
Yeah. Almost every single person.
How about emotional abuse?
All sorts of
Would that be
abuses. Or
okay?
I'll be ill. If I have money, I'll be ill because my father died working so hard.
And it's all
All sorts of
subconscious,
stuff.
I guess. It's not something really
It
thinking
has
about.
nothing to do with money per se. It has to do with everything else. And the reasons are shocking. And that's what I reveal in sessions because I just had that. And again, in 1 minute, I revealed, oh, you were abused, weren't you? Yeah, I don't remember that. So I said, okay, let's unblock. Yeah, abused by family member, caught by father. Had to deal with the whole situation, as a young girl.
And then forgot. Yeah.
And I told her exactly what happened, and she says, "Yes, that's it." And we are slowly removing the blocks because I'm totally unworth it, right? Once you're destroyed and touched in this way, it's bordering on impossible for you to feel normal.
Yeah, you can't feel like you're worth anything.
Yeah.
It's almost like you can't recognize
You've never felt that way.
how your worth is. Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
So, that's what I do in sessions. I need to recognize what happened, what's behind it. And it's almost never money. Almost never.
Yeah.
Like
Jana, you have got so much wisdom. Would you like to come back to be a guest again? I would love it.
Absolutely. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow is great. We can do it tomorrow. I could, but Donna can't. It's her fault. It's your fault.
Anytime, girls, anytime. I love these things.
I think you are just wonderful. And this has been one of the most mind-opening podcasts I've done for a while. So thank you very much, Jana. And
of course, you're very welcome.
Where can the listeners and watchers find you? Do you have a website? Or we've talked
I have a website, www.janagreeninternational.com. You can have a look there. I have a book, which is extreme. You won't believe it. I wrote a book in 1 day, published in 2 weeks. I ruined my publisher. It's never been done. English is my language number 5. They scanned everything. They said, you didn't make one mistake. I was like, yeah.
That's like my brother. I used to edit his books, and his last book that I edited, I could not. It was a math book, this thick, and maybe this thick, and I couldn't find a single error. I didn't edit the math, but the English, the grammar.
And I said,
never edited a book where I couldn't find a problem.
And I said, my first review of the book will be bordering on Agatha Christie, which is the most selling author
I
of
love
all
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Do you know
great.
what I manifested? This is the best book I have ever read in my entire life.
That's what you
That was my
manifested.
first review. So this is the book.
Book. Yeah.
Yeah. Find the love of your life in 30 days. It's got all
I
the rules
looked that
of
book up and I
manifesting.
can't get it in America because it's not in the American store, but it's in the UK Amazon store. But it's
Oh, it
not.
should be on Amazon in the US
It
too.
wasn't. I was just letting you know that.
Really?
I tried to buy it. I was going to buy it, but it was
I
like
had
over
lots of
£5 to
people
ship to
buying that. Also, you can get a PDF of it on my website.
There you go,
Mhm.
guys. There you go.
So, it's it's incredibly useful. It's got exercises, but it's written in a very, very pleasant way. You can read this in 1 hour. It's a working book as well. When you feel really screwed, you just look at page 42 and you know exactly, I can breathe now. Everything's all right.
It's great.
And it's got the rules of manifesting. So this works for money, health, or anything. So you don't need
Yeah.
to wear it just for love. You just buy
Yeah.
it and get
That's
the
the
rules
hook.
in and embody them. Yeah, and I have all sorts of money and business group coaching and
Mhm.
all sorts of private sessions, of course. So look it up, have a look. If it would be helpful, I would be right now I have a membership site, new one for
Oh.
actually exactly 1 month today.
Oh,
So
Wow.
it's
Happy
called
I didn't realize.
Manifesting HQ.
Happy anniversary.
Manifesting headquarters,
Yes.
and people adore it. People adore it. So come and see me if you like.
That's on Circle.
That is on
That's on
Circle.
the app Circle. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
But
I know I'm there.
if
And
you
I'll
go
put
in
all this
my
stuff. I'll put all this
my
stuff in the
YouTube
description.
videos, if you find my YouTube videos, there's a link to everything.
Yeah.
My best-selling product, which is the 3-hour breakthrough session. You walk in as one person and you walk out as totally different person. It's
Yeah.
stunning. You will never be the same. So that's where the miracles
That's
happen.
where the
So
trip to
everything in
England.
the
You're in
YouTube
England, aren't
videos.
you? Are you in England or?
Yeah, I'm in London, close
It's
to
worth a
London.
try. It's worth a drive to London through the ocean.
Oh,
I have a
it's
floating
worth
car.
no. It's worth swimming to London.
This is worth swimming for. That will change you for sure. But then you get
But
there
thank
change
goodness,
again.
but thank goodness for virtual connections like this.
That's
So we
right.
have Zoom, and you
Yeah,
can
it's so
certainly work, and you
awesome.
can certainly work with Jana remotely.
Yeah, totally. Actually, most of my clients are Americans, then Canadians, and then Australians, and then
Cool.
Europeans. Yeah, so
That's why
don't worry
you,
about
yeah.
it.
Really cool, man. At this point, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Everclear. Everclear is an advice app and website where you can get advice from psychics and empaths to get the clarity you need to create the life you deserve. And Donna and I are both on Everclear, and I am Lisa Russick as an advisor. And you're still Maria M? Have they changed it yet?
Now I am still, as an advisor on Everclear, I'm still Maria M. I am in the process, folks, of trying to get that changed so that it's just my name.
So
So
it's not as
that
confusing. That's
you
why I
can
did
just, you can just follow me as Donna Murphy. But right now it's Maria M.
it. You're gonna have people call you and say, "Hey, Dona."
Yeah, that too. That too.
Dona.
That's
I hate
funny.
my speech to text. I always say I have to always stop it and type Donna, but I
Yeah.
finally got it trained to write
Good.
everything correctly with my speech to text sometimes.
Never offended. If my name comes through with two N's, I am, believe
Oh,
me,
you're gonna
never
be
offended.
pissed. You're gonna be pissed. Your
Mm.
rage. 2 N's. I took that N out for a reason. No, I'm kidding. Do you have any do
That
you
is
want to
funny.
ask Jana for some advice for the listeners and watchers, Donna? Can you think of
Yeah,
anything?
I think probably the only question I would ask is, and I'm going to ask this in kind of a weird sort of interviewing kind of way, but what's the quickest and easiest way for people to start down this road with you, with what you teach, with what techniques or system you're able to offer? What's the quickest and easiest way to do that?
Well, first of all, I would stop all manifesting techniques you've ever done. I would have a total break from everything. Total manifesting detox, I call it. And then when you have a breather and you feel like, okay, I'll give it one more try, then I would go and follow my YouTube videos. And when you like them and you learn enough, and it's super easy, I actually teach, and this is by ChatGPT. I said, describe Jana. And they said, Jana is teaching the most non-bullshit and easiest and fastest manifesting on internet. And that is true because my manifesting takes 1 second. And everything else I consider total, it's like lunacy and bullshit. So come and see me there if you want to, come and see me on my website. But manifesting is fun. If you're not having fun, you're screwing it up. And your
That's
best
good point.
Yes.
best mantra of all times is, Donna, can I sing it?
Yes. Not Donna, but you can
Yeah.
sing.
This is the best mantra of all times. I don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck anymore. Fuck anymore. And when you learn that,
I
it'll
love that.
come in seconds. If you
Yeah.
can't do that, sorry, good luck. That's how
Remember,
easy it is.
some people don't like to say the F word, so just drop an F bomb in the place. Just put F bomb.
Yeah. Or you
But
could
if
just
you
say, I don't give an
fuck, you
F.
really won't give a fuck.
Yeah. Right. But you can say, I don't give an F.
An F.
That's okay too. You could just go,
I had a
I
friend
don't
who, when she
give-"
had little kids, she was she had a sailor mouth. And so she had to try to curb it for her kids. And she made up all these fake curse words like mo.
Yeah.
All our kids growing up saying all those things. And no one knows what they're saying when they're getting in middle school. And I thought that was funny. Anyway.
I love that.
You want me to explain it in a different way?
Sure. Sure,
Yeah,
go
okay.
for it.
Okay, I'll try. People who stop giving SHIT win. Manifesting takes 1 second, literally. The delivery could be in 1 second, literally. I manifested something what took under 1 second. It's stunning, but the prerequisite to instant manifesting is a couple of things, but one main one. Don't care. Absolutely, totally do not care.
No expectations.
Whether it happens.
Yeah.
No, you need to expect that it will happen. You need to expect
Well, the
I'm
expectation.
caring.
Yeah, it's the expectation is 100% because you expect it knowing with complete confidence that you're going to get it. That's why you don't
I
have.
see you're saying.
But that's why you don't have. But that's why you don't have to care. Caring is like, but
if it
must.
doesn't happen, I don't care, but I want it.
Yeah,
kind of like that.
This is.
Do you want to see? Do you want to hear a fantastic my personal manifestation which stuns people? Do you want to hear it? Okay, so lots of hair, using clean hairspray. So I go to this posh millionaire little town in England, and I'm sipping coffee in an Italian bistro, and like, oh, I need to go and get a hairspray, but I saw it advertised by someone I don't trust. I don't trust their intentions. So, you know what, universe, let me know if there's something wrong with it and if I should buy it. And please make it be a sign which is a smack in the face. I can't miss it. And you know what? If you couldn't do it because I'm going now, which is like a couple of minutes, if it was, I know you're all powerful, but if it was too late to ask, I'll just walk into the store and I'll see if it resonates or if I feel icky. And I'll just make a decision then. So not a biggie. I get up, I walk over to the high street, which is normally incredibly busy. I swear you, they removed all people for me, for my benefit. They removed all people on both sides of the road within 3 to 5 minutes. I walk over the lights, and there's a woman standing with the hugest mobile I have ever seen, blue mobile, color of protection. And she has no need to raise her voice or be loud. And she says, do not buy it. There is something wrong with it. And I'm like, help. What the fuck? Help. Wow. So I turn on my heel and go right back to get another coffee because this is how it works.
Wow. Yeah.
But
I guess you have to pay attention.
But realize what I've done. This is what I want. This is how I want it. But if you can't, I'm fine anyway. And this is the point of manifesting.
Yeah.
You are fine anyway.
Because
I'm okay no matter what.
If you're in a good place
God likes to help people who help themselves. So if I show independence and that I can cope and I really don't care because I'll figure something out, I'm definitely getting it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely getting it. Cool. And this works like a Swiss clock every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time.
I think my Swatch still works that I got in the 80s.
Yeah,
Swiss
watch. Yeah,
it's still where I just popped into my head because they do work, man. Those Swiss clocks. Woo!
Wear that and let that be a subconscious reminder to you.
Yeah, a little reminder.
Yeah, this is how it works.
I love that. I love that so much.
Fantastic, isn't it?
It is great. Thank you so much, Jana, for coming on the show, and thank you so much, Donna. And Jana, I do have one last question for you. Do
Of
you
course.
love our watchers and our listeners? Do you love them?
Sorry, I
Do
couldn't
you
hear that.
love our watchers and our listeners? Do you
Sorry, I
love
couldn't
them?
hear that again. I'll shut up and you speak, okay?
Do you love the watchers and the listeners?
Oh, of course I love the watchers and listeners. Why
What would you
wouldn't I?
manifest for them? What would you manifest for them?
I'm a nice girl.
What would you manifest for our listeners? A good day?
I have an intention for this video to inspire you to stop doing difficult stuff, which I called the energy of constipation. It's really difficult to do. I don't know how to do this. It's not happening. What am I doing wrong?
I'm squeezing.
Yeah. That's a constipated energy, and get into the like, I don't care. I really don't care. Leave me alone.
It's gonna be fine anyway.
I already have it, so leave me alone. You never take this. I'm throwing it at you. Your stress, your problem. Leave me alone. And that's it. Make things easy. It's incredibly easy. And anyone who tells you otherwise has no idea what they're talking about.
I've never heard anyone say it was hard, but I haven't been very.
All the time.
A lot of people are.
All the time. It's people are exhausted. People are exhausted for doing the things everyone tells them, all the gurus tell them to do, and it never works. They're exhausted, they're frustrated and angry. Yeah, of course, because these practices
It's a mindset is what you're saying. It's really a mindset and a heart set.
It's either, and I've done the same thing. I was like, oh my God, doing these affirmations feels like concentration camp. I can't do this. This is too difficult and too horrible. I can't deal with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel worn down.
I'm done. I invented my own system and it works like a miracle. I was just talking to a client about it today. She's like, how did you start? I was like, well, I was fed up with all that. I was like, I'd rather not manifest than go through this because it's driving me crazy. Then I was, driving with my ex-husband somewhere on Saturday morning. And I was like, this is interesting. I forgot. I haven't manifested Lamborghini and Ferrari for a long time. I kid you not, 2 minutes. Lamborghini being chased by Ferrari. And I'm like,
that's so fun. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine being like in your life.
Things happen instantly.
Great.
And it's like another one. I'm driving on highway and I'm like, if this person, a guy, belongs in my life, let me see a green car. Wow. And that was it. I was like, you're kidding, right? You're kidding me. And another thing, last weekend, I was like, okay, universe, I know I'm getting it, but I just want to play a game with you. If I'm definitely getting it, show me 5 yellow cars. If I'm getting double of it, show me 7. So 1 hour journey there, 1 hour journey back. In the first 1 hour journey, 54 yellow cars. I was like,
so great.
I'm too tired. I'm exhausted. I can't keep doing this. I trust you.
I'm trying to go. You
it's like, all right.
Last week, I got to the point that I was like, you bore me. You just bore me. I'm really bored now. Because I'm bored of the signs.
Yeah.
I mean, could you do something? Oh, fuck, not again. That's how fantastically it works.
Yeah.
So, guys, it's easy.
I would love to have you come back and talk about how we can shift our attitudes to having that mentality.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I could talk to you all day because really.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
So easy, and you just got just amazing things to talk about.
Yeah.
And but for now, I guess we'll sum
up.
it up. And we'll thank everybody. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Jana.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
I love our listeners, watchers, our audience too. And I love all of you.
Love you, watchers.
Too, guys.
Everybody.
Bye.
Everybody have fun wherever you may be. Peace out. Bye. Okay, listeners and watchers, we do have a postscript, a podcast script. I'm sorry. Donna has one for you.
We had such a wonderful time talking with Jana. Could have talked with Jana all day. And then we're all like, we
got off with her and we just don't stop talking.
Yeah. The one thing that I think that we didn't touch on, and I really want to say this because it's so important, is all of the intertwined energy between ourselves and our connection to the universe, source, whatever, when we're in when we're doing our manifesting. There is one thing that absolutely is not our job, any of us as individuals. It is not our job. It is 100% the universe's job, and that's how. So when you're doing your manifestations, and even if you're being very specific about the what, I want it to look like this. I want the house to have 10 rooms. I want the car to be, whatever, leather upholstery. That's all great. How that happens is absolutely 100% the universe's job. They're like, you leave that to us. You put it out there. You know you want it. You feel, you feel the I'll say the desire for it, the knowing and the confidence that we talked about of it absolutely is going to be that. How it gets there, not your job.
Not our job.
Not our job.
Their job. I love it, Donna.
Their
Thank you
job.
so much for adding that. Listeners, take that to heart. We love you still. 4 minutes later.
Yes, we still love you. Bye.
Bye.